And we're back.
Hello.
More World's Done. And it looks like we met everybody. Splendid job. And we finally have the village primer.
Yes. Was that you?
No.
Oh, okay. Good.
Nope. My friend Andrew does a very good old man.
I love it.
Rainbow ribbons.
Rainbow ribbons.
Heard about those.
Yeah, we're getting started here. Pretty well so far.
Uh-oh.
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 You know what that means. Anytime somebody coughs in any work of fiction.
Yep.
Tuberculosis.
Ah!
He's done for.
The doctor. Fetch the doctor.
I believe in one of the Harvest Moon games, I'm thinking Harvest Moon 64, the grandma of one of the romance options, so Ellie, I could be completely wrong on some of this stuff. Ellie worked at the bakery, and her grandma was a character, and she could die in the game, or she did die in the game if you like talk to her at a certain time. So the trick was just like when she's sitting out on her porch or whatever, you just like never talk to her, and she'll stay alive forever. It's so sad.
Man.
But
insane.
yeah. So we just got our first quest there.
Get that stew.
Get that stew.
Get that stew. The fox. I mean that's
right.
Yeah, that could be.
We don't have all the necessary materials.
That's true. We could check it out, but yeah, we don't have all the materials yet. You got some options. The day is
things have kind of opened up now that we've met everybody.
Yeah, the sun is shining.
The sun is shining. We've got the village primer, which means we can start honing in, identifying who we want to target as our. It makes it sound so sinister. Like, who we want our best friends to be. Let's lock on to... Yeah. I don't know, man. I would say let's keep our options open for now.
Yeah. Again, I'm going to be curious who you would do.
Yeah. I would say... Yeah. We'll leave it. We'll leave it.
Yeah.
We'll leave it for later.
Your best friend and romance option. We'll wait on that one.
I'm open. I mean, we can take a vote. There's
I
two of us.
That's a good idea.
or take if you guys, if commenters or fans or players care or have a vested interest in who we romance, certainly let us know. We'll try to incorporate that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I don't think we can complete this quest quite yet, just because Orion's not at the tavern. But what were you gonna say? So
we kind of talked a little bit about the art style. One thing I haven't had the chance to even mention, like the music. Like, for me, like it's such a powerful thing for both a mood, like an emotion, that type of thing. Oh yeah. And it's just hearing this, just as we're just walking about town, it is so relaxing just to I can take only very minimal credit for that. Eric Madias did all the music in the game, and for a long time, like I said, this was like a free demo that I put out there, and because of that I was using all free resources and everything, which is why I eventually decided to run a Kickstarter campaign to fund a completely original soundtrack, original character portraits, that kind of stuff. And when I first heard the original stuff he did for the game, I was so excited. It was it matched, because there's some great free tracks out there that you can license, but to have something completely custom fit each area in the game. This one is one of my particular favorites, the oceanfront track. He just did such a good job of capturing the feeling and the mood of each of the different spots around town. And the most impressive thing to me, because I'm not a musician at all. I the extent of my critique of music is this sounds good, or this sounds bad. That's about as far as I can go. But so the thing that there's the fox, by the way. Look at it.
Not much we can quite do with him yet. But the thing that impressed me most about what he did was the 4 unique tracks for each season.
Yeah.
Because it's the same, underlying melody, but changing
the instrumentation.
and changing, like, how do you know what summer sounds like versus what spring or autumn sounds like? It was just so impressive when he came back and had 4 versions of the same track that were so distinct and so atmospheric.
And that really like gets to me, like I'm a big fan of like the Animal Crossing series.
Yeah.
The original Animal Crossing had like regular tracks and winter tracks, and I always loved that because it's like the same melody. But then like this, I'm like, you have like 4 distinguishable seasonal tracks, and I'm just like, that blew me away. Yeah. I was just like, I cannot believe the level of quality. Like I was just like, this is amazing.
And it's beyond me for sure. But, and that's something I find, and it's not like breaking new ground to say this, but it's tied to your sense of nostalgia almost more than anything else is music. Like you hear a song from a game you played 10 years ago and it just takes you right back there. I love games music, and it was it made me giddy to hear like the first commissioned piece of music that I got for this game. We're gonna need some money, so I figure the best way to get some money, again, I forgot to throw that coin in the fountain, so we're gonna do a little mining.
You gotta break a couple rocks. We already made that joke.
As they say.
As they say. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I guess, now that you're kind of starting to get into the mechanics. So, like, like, your mechanics. You know your mechanics probably better than anyone, So, like, when you think about, like, like, making money, like, right now you're mining. Like, what would you do? Like in your own personal scenario? Like, how would you kind of start your adventure out like this?
Yeah, I am... And you've played games with me before. You've played RPGs with me before. You've played tabletop games with me before. I'm not somebody who cares much about optimizing or min-maxing. I'm the guy that plays an MMO and spends like all my money on like a cool new outfit or like a cool new piece of gear. So that's probably what I would go for right away, is like trying to make my character and trying to make my farm like who I want them to be. Mm-hmm. Before figuring out all the secrets that the world has to offer. I would try to, focus inward, focus on my own character. If there was an extensive character creator, it would start with hours and hours of that.
Absolutely. Yeah, I spent a lot of time mining. I don't know, like I like caves, the rocks, everything like that. So it's like I got very comfortable here, and
you are a dwarf.
Yeah, I mean at heart, pretty much. I mean, yep. That's, so
jump in the hot spring here.
And you got some gemstones, so like that's a worthwhile trip. You didn't even need to flip the coin because you found some stuff.
Maybe we're lucky without. Oh, I already did the hot spring today.
Did you? Was that today?
Apparently. So I'm gonna have to walk so slowly back to our house.
I can't
run. Come on. This was something I thought about a lot, and probably took the most like balancing out of anything in the game, was like managing your stamina.
Yeah.
Because clearly you can't just give the player unlimited time and resources and energy and all this stuff. You can, and some games do, but in a game like this, limitations are sort of what make it fun.
Oh, yes.
And getting more tools and getting more knowledge yourself, skills to overcome those limitations, like what we were saying before, like gathering new tools to unlock different parts of the map. In a more classic RPG. Here instead, it's gathering more tools to farm faster or be a more efficient, member of this community. Stamina is one of the ways. I'm just gonna go to bed, by the way.
Just kidding.
Yeah, I feel a little bit tired. And we were up late the last couple nights. I think we deserve a good long rest.
I think the stamina is really well balanced. And I like the philosophy, like the walk, don't run sometimes, like look at the things around you.
Yeah.
I enjoy that it is a resource, because like otherwise you'd just be running all the time.
Exactly.
So
and miss out on a lot. Good morning to you, Prophet. I wanted to stop by. I forget what I was doing for his voice, but we'll just make it up again. Yeah. Because I'm leaving Sugar... And anything I say, by the way, is canon. Because I made the game.
Well, that's true. So that's the ultimate form of canon.
This is his voice now. So I'm leaving Sugar Blossom today. I'll be back, of course, but not for a few weeks. Would you join me on a short walk? I'd like to discuss something with you before I go.
What?
So yeah, I gave the player a couple days to kind of wander around, meander around, meet people, learn their way around the town. But after a couple days, you're presented with a more, it's not super structured, but it's definitely a more direct quest. Save the village, you know. To an outsider, Sugar Blossom Village is quite a magical place. It seems to hum with gentle spirit, surrounded by the power of nature. You felt it yourself, haven't you? Years ago, the villages of Sugar Blossom were going through rough times. Dry season after dry season led to a shortage of food and water, and an economic drought followed. It was then a man named Noah arrived.
I've heard that name before.
Took it upon himself to save the town. His home was in Willow Creek, where you live now. Huh? You gotta add your own.
The silent protagonist, you know.
Yeah. You would think eventually somebody would comment on it, like
you don't talk much, do you?
Can say something, right? A few seasons had passed, and life for the kind folks of Sugar Blossom was becoming unbearable. Families that had lived here for generations abandoned their homes and moved away. If Noah was going to find a solution, he would have to do it quickly. During his time here, Noah discovered an old folk tale that spoke of ancient nature spirits called feral shades. According to this legend, a band of 5 mystical beasts protected the law and spirit of nature from somewhere out in the wilderness. Seems a bit far-fetched, doesn't it? If we weren't playing a video game, it sounds like a lot of other video game quests that I've had before.
Something that isn't far-fetched, actually.
Noah thought so too, but times were desperate. He sought out the feral shades one by one, and with the help of his friends in Sugar Blossom, unearthed the forgotten spirits. Flashback. You can tell by the white. Yeah. There's probably an official term for
that,
how
like
that, but I don't
sepia tone or something.
Yeah, there you go. Noah developed something of a friendship with the feral shades. How he could even find them is beyond me. He was a rather quiet person, not unlike yourself in that regard. There you go, meta. In any case, Noah's new friends proved to be the saviors Sugar Blossom had hoped for. Within weeks, the harvest was bountiful and the rivers flowed with clean water. That sounds good.
Yeah.
For the next 30-odd years, Sugar Blossom experienced something of a golden age. It was all thanks to Noah and the friendships he had forged with the feral shades. This village had become a genuine paradise, and its residents were blessed with enchanted calm. Up until about 3 years ago, that is.
Oh, what happened 3 years ago?
You see, funny that you ask. Noah and his kind wife had grown old. They passed on gently within days of each other and were laid to rest beneath the fertile soil. The entire village was devastated by the loss of such beloved folk, so that no one gave thought to the feral shades for some time.
Your character's like, I see where this is going.
But after a season or so had passed, it became gravely apparent that Noah's death had taken a toll not only on the people of Sugar Blossom, but on the very land itself. It started out as a slow change. The soil hardened and lost some of its rich moisture. Murky sediment began to cloud the rivers. Winter carried a sharper bite. And then, just as it was all those years ago, conditions worsened to where some folks had no other choice but to close up shop and move away from their beloved homes. In just a few short seasons, we've said goodbye to the local library, tailor, and tackle shop, as well as the close friends who had run them.
It's too bad we, never see that.
Yeah, can't do anything about that.
It's just a shame.
They're gone forever. Just close the wiki. Yeah. Clearly, whatever deal Noah made with those spirits expired 3 years ago. Sugar Blossom has not been the same since his death. Why am I telling you all this? Well, I'm asking for your help, Prophet. I'm asking you to save this beautiful village as Noah did all those years ago.
What? I love that.
So surprised. Oh, come on, you saw it coming.
Yeah, I mean, kill it.
I know, this is a heavy responsibility to carry on your young shoulders, and truly, you've only lived in Sugar Blossom for 3 days. Let me walk you home, Prophet. I fear that I've burdened you with too much already. I'll say.
See, well, scripted events like that, like I love because it's like it's exposition without feeling like an exposition dump. Like here's all of the story and everything.
Yeah.
It's delivered in a meaningful but concise manner.
You got to be careful, like peppering them in.
Yeah.
You know, not taking control away from the player for too long. This might be the longest like cutscene in the whole game, because I was very conscious about taking agency away from the player. It's something you want to be very cautious of as a developer of really any kind of game. Because if you're just kind of sitting there watching, you lose a lot of what makes games magical and fun and unique.
Absolutely. So, got a little letter in your mailbox, but we also have another question if we're...
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
right.
from Riley Q, what was the most rewarding part to make?
Ooh.
And also, why can't you marry Dimitri? And who's your favorite character? We got 3 questions here. So first, the most rewarding part to make.
Covered the Dimitri thing again, so we'll bring that down to 2. I didn't realize Dimitri was so popular. The rewarding part to make.
Yeah, this is a good one too.
Yeah, I was always aware of what they call feature creep, which is like coming up with an idea when you really should be done coming up with ideas and incorporating them into the game, like adding, when you should be polishing and getting the beta version out, adding more and more stuff. But honestly, it's just so much fun when you have an idea of a new system or a new like secret that you can hide somewhere in the world. Things like the Sage Glop and the Rose Rabbit and all these little extra secrets and mysteries that flesh out Sugar Blossom Village. That was the most fun because especially watching people play the game live the first time they dig into the ground and find a Sage Glop, the first time, it's
like, what is this?
Yeah, it's just a bit of like crazy, unexpected like whimsy in a game that, maybe you think you know. Or
you got it figured out.
Yeah, you think you've got it figured out. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I would say, those little touches of magic and enchanted whimsy that fill the game are some of my favorite parts, and watching people discover those was super rewarding, has been super rewarding. Yeah. What was the other question?
I think it was who's your favorite character, which I'm pretty sure we're going to kind of hold on to it as a spoiler, or no? Are you going to drop this on us right now?
Top 3.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
I haven't made up my decision. I would put Bloom up there. I think Bloom is one of my favorite characters simply because we went over it before, but my wife is a very personal thing. My wife wrote some of his dialogue, and I just think he brings a very youthful energy, much needed youthful energy to Sugar Blossom.
All right. Maybe we'll do like a part 2 for your second, and then the very favorite character.
All right.
We
gotta keep people coming
exactly.
Back for more.
Yeah. Thanks, guys, for these are good questions.
Number 3, Bloom.
Number 3, top 5 world's done. The clickbaity top 5 world's done characters.
We have to make the thumbnail of the video us like
with like red arrows pointing.
Exactly. Yeah. You won't believe his top. Yeah.
Game companies hate him.
Yep. That is not the sort of Let's Play that this is going to be. So if that's what you're looking for, look at literally any other video on YouTube.
Lockball. Oh, man, Lockball.
I think we have time to
definitely
play one game of Lockball.
Of course we have time to play a game of Lockball.
Hunter's one of the trickier opponents, so we're going to have to... I think I'm pretty good at Lockball, though. I, in real life, am a soccer fan. I have always played my whole life, and just kind of wanted to be pretty good at this game.
Yeah, I was going to say, he was like going up, and you're just like...
I do have trouble, the secret opponent, there's a big summer tournament is one of the festivals in Sugar Blossom, and I do have trouble with the secret mystery opponent in the finals of that game.
Yeah.
And again, this is one of those things that I go back and I play now, and I'm like, if I was gonna make this game today, Lockball would see some pretty dramatic changes. But it's a fun little diversion. It's something very different than what you find in a lot of these.
I love seeing like you go up and then you like side swipe up and then you're like strafing down and just like
juking him out. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You gotta let him score one goal. Come on.
No mercy.
Perfect. Oh.
Come on. Get out of here. Breakaway.
There you go. Breakaway.
Ah.
Oh. Yeah. Just got a little.
There we go.
Yeah.
5-0.
Man, oh man.
People, there's been a mixed response to Lockball. Some people really like it and like the, it brings a little bit of variety to the gameplay.
Well, it's a little charming, like wage a little bit, competition. I love it personally because it's like
you don't have to do it.
Yeah,
So
but it's a breath of fresh air, because it would have been so easy for you to just like, oh yeah, this is the Lockball field. I mean, we play Lockball. You can't interact with it. You can't do anything.
Have fun.
Look, here's Lockball.
Yeah.
Go on to farming. But no, you took the time and you made something that's original and interesting.
It's definitely its own. Yeah, there's substance to it, even if it's not the most technically sound game or anything. But variety in gameplay is always important in this sort of life sim. So you're not.
But again, level of detail, like just like that, like something so micro down to that, where you can actually play Lockball.
Yeah.
To me, that's huge. I love it.
Speaking of Lockball, I think that's where we will end this episode after our glorious victory.
After that,
square.
man, you cannot feel bad about that.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
We will be back very, very soon with another episode. And in the meantime, if you have any feedback for us, if you've got suggestions on what to cover, any other questions, feel free to send them our way. I would love to hear and continue to interact. So thanks again.
Thanks.
See you soon.
Bye.